The Nintendo Switch has become a proper indie platform. Some indie developers have created real milestones for the console. We take a look at 5 really strong indie titles today. Stay tuned and welcome to the Switch Gems channel. As always, the 5 titles follow no particular order. Besides these 5 games, there are of course other first-class indie gems. Feel free to write me your favorite indie game in the comments. And now let's get right into it. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is an action-packed 2D platformer developed by Team Cherry and was first released in 2017. The game has since become a beloved game among fans of the genre. Especially the game's art style is unique, with hand-drawn visuals that perfectly capture the game's dark and atmospheric setting. The gameplay itself is very intuitive and easy at first. However, the difficulty level increases enormously over time and boss fights become a real challenge. Nevertheless, the game never becomes unfair. One of the best aspects of Hollow Knight is the way it tells its story. Rather than relying on cutscenes or exposition, the game presents its lore through environmental storytelling and cryptic dialogue. This approach not only makes the game's world feel more immersive, but also adds an air of mystery that keeps players guessing. If you haven't played Hollow Knight yet, make sure you do. Stardew Valley. Those who know my channel know that I'm a big fan of Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is a satisfying mix of farming simulation and RPG elements. You have to plant crops, raise animals, and gather resources to expand your very own farm and make a living. There are also various NPCs in the game that players can interact and build relationships with, adding a social element to the game. You can even ring the wedding bells if you like one of the NPCs in particular. However, one of the best aspects, at least in my opinion, is its relaxed pace. There is no rush to complete tasks or meet deadlines, allowing you to take your time and enjoy the game's charming world at your own pace. The game's day and night cycle and seasonal changes also add a sense of realism to the game, making it feel like a living and breathing world. Don't let the term farm sim scare you away and give Stardew Valley a chance, it will definitely be worth it. Celeste. Celeste is another really challenging platformer developed by Mad Makes Games Inc. It was released in 2018 and has since been ported to various platforms, including the Nintendo Switch. You control a young woman named Madeline as she climbs a treacherous mountain filled with obstacles and hazards. Similar to Hollow Knight, Celeste feels very intuitive, but at the same time is very challenging in some aspects. One of the best aspects of Celeste is its deep story. The game tackles themes of mental health and self-discovery, and the story is told in a way that feels authentic and impactful. Its characters are well written and relatable, adding an emotional depth to the game. That is actually quite rare in platformers. Overall, Celeste is a fantastic game that is perfect for anyone looking for a challenging platformer with a compelling story. Hades. Hades, developed by Supergiant Games, was released in 2020 and has become a real surprise hit. In Hades, you control the son of Hades as he attempts to escape from the underworld. The game's hand-drawn art style is stunning, with detailed and vivid visuals that perfectly capture the game's dark and atmospheric setting. Gameplay-wise, Hades is fast-paced and challenging, featuring tight controls and a satisfying sense of progression. It features a variety of weapons and abilities that can be upgraded and customized, adding to the game's overall depth and replayability. With Hades, we also have the third game with a fantastic story in the list. Actually, indie games have this characteristic surprisingly often. For me, Hades is definitely one of the must-own titles on the Switch. Golf Story. Golf Story is a charming and humorous sports RPG developed by Sidebar Games that was released in 2017 exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. It honestly took me quite a long time to give this game a chance, but I'm very glad I did at some point. You take on the role of a young golfer who sets up to become a professional golfer by competing in tournaments and completing various challenges. The pixel art style is delightful, with colorful and detailed graphics that perfectly capture the game's quirky and light-hearted tone. Gameplay-wise, Golf Story is a unique and enjoyable blend of golfing gameplay and RPG elements. Players must carefully consider factors such as wind speed and direction in order to make accurate shots, but they can also upgrade their golfer's ability and equipment by completing quests and earning experience points. Just like I said with Stardew Valley, don't let the term golf sim scare you away. As I mentioned before, there are countless other indie games on the Switch that are absolutely worth recommending. Would you be interested in a second part? As always, if you liked the video, I would appreciate a thumbs up and a subscription to my channel. Thanks for checking in and see you next time on Switch Gems.